welcome to the 2019 NAMM show. We are with the one and only Mr. Richard Hoover from Santa Cruz Guitars. Richard, how is your show going today?
You know, it's good to see you, but also I get to see people I've known for many years, and I only see them here.
Yeah.
You know, so we've developed great relationships, and knowing people in the industry, like the big manufacturers, all the way down to individual luthiers, is really a pleasure.
It's a wonderful. I mean, it's this, especially with the boutique guitar showcase.
Right.
You know, all the sort of like Isaac Jang, who used to apprentice with you, and so it's an amazing show, really. And this is a great spot. So much traffic coming past.
It is. We've probably been in this position better part of 10 years, and people know where to find us. It's a bit of an oasis.
Yeah.
It's quieter, and it's really fitting for us. So I really am happy here. Also, we can see our guitars and our business from the outside in.
Yeah.
You know, we all go to work every day, and there we are. We look at and nobody really knows where they are.
Yeah.
But we come here and we can see ourselves how the world sees us.
Yeah.
And that's very gratifying.
I think you're one of the only people I've heard say that you love coming to the NAMM show.
Isn't that funny?
I know, you see so many of your friends here.
Yeah.
And we, of course, last year, that's when we sort of agreed that we were going to start representing your work, especially the custom shop stuff.
It's a beautiful match.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful match, you guys. We have very few representatives around the world. Our production's limited, but also, you know, we talk, the first quality we're looking for in a dealer is roommate qualities. You know, we want to know that somebody that we can have a relationship with and that'll be fulfilling. After all, that's the goal.
Yeah, absolutely.
With it. And you guys do a good job.
Yeah, well, thank you so much. It's easy when you're delivering such phenomenal instruments to us.
Yeah, it is.
So we have got this, well, not this particular one, we've got one in production at the moment.
Yeah, that's right.
Tell us a little bit more about the guitar.
I'd be happy to. This is really a perfect encapsulation of our values and what we do. This spruce top is from Alaska. It's the same material as you see on these others that are blonde, but it's blue. And the reason is it was frozen for 3,000 years in the permafrost, and it was unearthed, and it was carbon dated at 3,000 years old. So now this has not been fossilized or petrified. It was in the deep freeze. It was preserved. So the quality of sound is everything you'd expect, with the benefit of the secret of why old instruments sound good. The resins have polymerized, become like crystal, and it sounds way better than a new piece of wood would. The provenance of this is an awesome story, and the reason we do it is not that somebody needs this kind of wood to make an excellent sounding guitar. It's to begin the dialogue and give our true message, which is we can make the best stuff in the world, but we don't need to make the world a worse place by how we use the materials. So reclamation, not only do we get better sounding wood, but we don't have to cut a tree, and there's a very cool story that goes along with it. So this combination is, it's built, of course, for this really nice cosmetic, but it's also built for a specific set of preferences for a player. And in this case, this spruce is going to give a bright, clear, articulate sound, not treble, just clear. Also, this blackwood from Africa, which is also old and reclaimed. It looks really mysterious. Isn't that beautiful?
It's incredible.
I just love it. I have a bit of a wood problem.
The little snakewood.
Yeah, the snakewood detail.
Yeah.
But this really dense wood also gives a bright, clear, articulate tone to the guitar. So this is a wonderful instrument for doing a finger style where you want the audience to hear every note you play clearly and all the nuance you put into it.
Absolutely.
And it's just a really awesome performance guitar.
So do you mind asking, how did you source something? How do you source wood like this?
We've never sat together on an international flight. If we did, we'd be talking about wood. And I have a bit of a wood problem, but I'm so passionate about my reverence for the source of the wood in the wood that I talk about it in every opportunity I do. do, I do lectures, teaching classes, and also promoting the company. And by talking about using old wood, it finds us. So both this beautiful spruce and the ancient kauri that we have over here, this 45,000 years old, it was a phone call. People call up and know our reputation for liking old wood, and maybe 1 out of 10 is worth pursuing with that. But man, what a thrill! The thrill of the hunt and have it work.
Yeah, and the finished products. I mean, we cannot wait to get our hands.
You were going to have fun with this.
I know. It's going to be difficult to list it on the website and not sort of sneak it home.
Yeah, we do have a great advantage over, we have a lot of friends in guitar manufacturing. Factories that build a lot of instruments and they do it to a price target that allows them to sell a lot of people. Luckily for us, we're not restricted by that. We'll make as many guitars in the year as some of the American companies make in a day.
Yeah.
So 450 guitars, let's say. So we can make everything out of these cool woods rather than just a limited series. Yeah. So I'm a lucky guy. I have a lot of fun with it.
Yeah. And you get such a sense of family and community at the Santa Cruz headquarters.
I wouldn't work any other kind of place.
It was just such a privilege to walk around the shop and see everybody working and the systems and the processes you have. It's beautiful.
I'm really lucky. I've been able to surround myself with really competent people that are a joy to be around, and I wouldn't have it any other way. And I say this to everybody, the simplest thing is our mission statement is quality of life and peace of mind, and the side benefits of that can be making the best stuff in the world.
Amazing.
Because our quality level, you can't threaten people to do that, and you can't bribe them to do that, because it's got to come from the heart.
So should we check out?
Let's go look at another one, yes.
So this is a 45,000-year-old wood, am I right?
Well, unfortunately, that's as far as the radiocarbon dating would go. There's geological evidence that this would be more like 145,000 years. And the story's a little more complicated than we'll go through right now, but every culture has a story of global cataclysm, the flood in the Bible. And the Polynesians speak of this time where there was earthquakes, tsunamis, and the New Zealand's on 2 tectonic plates that would give good evidence for that kind of upheaval. So this ancient forest was buried instantly, and without oxygen, of course, it won't decay. And it doesn't fossilize or become like stone. It's still there. It's still the wood. And the wood appears occasionally when they cut a new road, or it works to the surface. And it's it's the provenance of the Maori, the stewards of this stuff. So we have to have real special dispensation in order to be able to work it. But with our values and our ideas of using reclaimed wood rather than cutting new trees fits really nicely with that tradition.
Absolutely.
They revere their resources, and make no mistake, they don't worship this as nature. They know who the creator is. They have reverence for the resource and protect it well. So the idea with this is to be able to use wood that doesn't come from the living tree, and not only make a better sounding guitar, but have a nice low footprint in the world.
Absolutely. And I had to ask you this: when you are building such an instrument as this, when you finally get it in your hands to sort of play the first note, what does that feel like? That must be amazing.
It is a thrill, but think about this: when usually I'm gifted these kind of really rare woods, and I'll have them by my workbench, and I'll look at them for up to 3 years, and I first ask to myself, am I the guy? Am I the one that should take on the stewardship of this? And the ideas will come, and luckily for our style of building, we will know what it's going to sound like when we're done. There's not going to be a surprise at the end, but there's going to be a fulfillment of having it happen.
Wow.
And if I can just throw this in quickly, the secret to old guitars and old violins sounding better, the largest influence is the sticky resins polymerizing and becoming like crystal. So when you have a wood that's 5, 10, 50 years old, it begins to sound better and better. So give it a really long time, and it's crazy with that. The top on this, we didn't want to diminish from the beautiful story of the Cowrie, but this is redwood that was reclaimed from a train tunnel that was, the train was blown up by bad guys in 1920, and it charred the inside of the tunnel. It was such a dramatic thing that there's a old 78 folk song about this. It comes from the Tunnel 13 in the Siskiyou Mountains. But these logs came out and were replaced one at a time and thrown down the ravine. And a friend of ours, Rod Lacoste, will rappel down on a rope, cut what he can carry, and bring it back up.
Wow.
And it's almost like cheating to use this wood because it's so resonant. We knew we were going to have a spectacular sounding instrument. And color tones, it's very compatible
Absolutely.
with that.
It is absolutely beautiful. All of the instruments, as always, exhibiting here at the NAMM show are sensational.
Thank you.
Richard, I can't thank you enough
You're
for taking
great.
the time
I
to
really
talk to
enjoy
me
that.
today, and of course for giving us the opportunity to represent your phenomenal instruments. It really is a pleasure.
We're in the right place for each other with that. Our story is really, really important, and we have very few dealers in the world, and North American guitar is the perfect place to be represented. Thank you.
Wow, I don't know what to say after that. Thank you so much for watching. For more information on the finest musically built instruments, then please do subscribe to this channel. And for more information on Santa Cruz guitars, please do get in touch.